This is a very thin mechanical pencil lead. We're going to make a hole in the center of it. Our goal? A hole through the entire 60-millimeter length, making an extremely small, deep hole. It seems impossible!
Wow! This is amazing!
Small, deep holes are useful in daily life. In fact, they're essential for making the latest IT equipment. Take computer circuit boards. The latest models have many holes that measure just 0.35 millimeters in diameter. And those holes are deep. To achieve both miniaturization and high performance, circuit boards are layered on top of each other. Small, deep holes allow the layered boards to share information. If smaller, deeper holes were possible, giant supercomputers could be made much smaller. They might even fit in the palm of your hand. Two experts will try to make a hole through the center of a brittle pencil lead. One will drill. Working with a manual lathe, he can drill anything. The whole concept of drilling will be reinvented.
No one's ever tried a pencil lead before. I plan to take a surprising approach.
What will the other expert use? Lightning! Actually, lightning is used in a lot of manufacturing. EDM melts material away to make a hole. We'll introduce a specialist.
Essentially, there's no reason for me to lose. I have an overwhelming advantage.
Both experts are confident. But
Oh no! It broke.
the micro world is a bitter battlefield.
Why does it break?
He's doing it. Did he do it?
Are those sparks we're seeing?
Ouch! A cramp in my leg.
Are you all right?
Careful!
An ultra-small hole showdown. Who will win? Supreme skills!
Hello, everyone. I'm your host, Chihara Jr.
And I'm Nobuko Ikeda.
We can all appreciate how incredible it would be to drill a hole lengthways through a pencil lead. It's such a soft material.
That's right. Just look at it. Even laymen understand how difficult it is. But I'd like to get the opinion of an expert in the field. This is Professor Yoshimi Takeuchi of Chubu University.
Speaking honestly, do you think it's possible?
Certainly it's very difficult. If someone managed it, it would be supreme skill.
Using a 0.5 millimeter lead, how deep can you go?
About 10 millimeters.
So a depth of 10 millimeters is the limit.
Yes. Two men will take on what seems to be an impossible challenge. Say hole, and people think of drills. Drills can range from huge tunnel diggers to tiny precision instruments. The world's full of all kinds of drills. But many companies shied away from this contest because of its difficulty. Even using the latest computer-controlled machines, they deemed the task impossible. But we did find one man willing to try. Masaharu Saito is 52 years old. he'll use a machine tool called a lathe. His method doesn't depend on computers at all. Incredibly, he plans to do it all by hand.
It thrills me when people are mystified by how I do something. I'm always thinking.
Saito first attracted attention in a national engineering contest. His skill at precision processing astounded everyone. Look at this spring. Saito fashioned it from a solid block of metal. For him, nothing is impossible. His manual dexterity has beaten rivals who use computer control. This will be the first time Saito tries to drill a pencil lead. He's fired up and ready to go.
I believe in myself. I'll find a way to do it.
Remember how scary lightning was when you were a kid? There's a manufacturing technology that uses electrical charges similar to lightning. It's called electrical discharge machining, or EDM. A charged electrode is positioned close to the material to be processed. An electrical discharge results. Tens of thousands of discharges occur per second, melting the material and making a hole. There's a company in Hiroshima that specializes in this technology, Hashikawa Seisakusho. It employs just 6 people who operate more than 10 machines packed into a small space. 58-year-old company president Eiji Hashikawa works side by side with employees. He's famous in the field for his technique.
He's absolutely the best. I've never heard of any other EDM operator who matches his precision. He takes tremendous pride in his work, too.
Hashikawa manufactures something commonly used in spaceships and automobiles, fuel injection nozzles. His work is ultra-precise. The margin of error for these 0.125 millimeter holes is 5/10,000th of a millimeter. He's specialized in EDM for 35 years. Watch the sparks fly as he shoots for victory.
I'm one of the top 3 in the world, and I'm confident my technology is the best. I don't expect to lose.
Saito-san, do you think you can use your lathe to drill this mechanical pencil lead?
Impossible.
I thought so. We're talking about something almost too small to see.
And these days, I need my reading glasses.
That makes it tough. But you're game.
I don't want to lose to computer control.
That's the spirit.
Meanwhile, Hashikawa-san will use EDM.
Is EDM effective in making small holes?
That's where EDM really excels.
What about the softness of the lead? Does that seem like a problem?
I've never dealt with it before, so it's tough.
Are you ready to rumble?
I know I've got to be at the top of my game, but I'm ready.
The material is an ordinary 0.5 millimeter pencil lead. The goal is to make a hole all the way through its 60 millimeter length. The contestants have 2 hours. If the lead breaks, they'll be scored on the deepest hole they achieve. The contestants have brought their own machines into the studio. They're ready to begin.
For the next 2 hours, they will compete to make a small, deep hole in a pencil lead.
3, 2, 1.
They've begun.
Yeah.
They'll work for 2 hours.
The first task is to set the lead. Saito's secret? To rotate the lead, not the drill. Can he perform a miracle?
Using an ordinary lathe, he'll work the lead by hand.
My hand's shaking. Oh no. No good.
Saito-san's smiling, but he seems a little nervous. He said that the first drill bit is for guidance and won't go in very deeply. It's crucial that he places it precisely in the center. Right, Professor?
It's called centering.
This is amazing.
Yes. He's actually drilling a mechanical pencil lead. The drill bit's going in.
Success depends on getting that first hole exactly in the center. Did he do it? It's centered!
The lead is 0.5 millimeters in diameter, so the hole has to be smaller than that.
Incredible.
He's working on such a tiny scale.
Saito changes the drill bit. Using longer and longer bits, he plans to gradually drill deeper into the lead. Meanwhile, Hashikawa uses a specially made holder to anchor the lead. He sets it in the machine. And now it's time for the electrode. Just 0.2 millimeters in diameter, it rotates as it enters the lead. The ultra-thin electrode shakes. That's a fatal flaw in this case. So Hashikawa uses his fingers to steady the shaking electrode. He did it!
Amazing.
The EDM process occurs in oil.
It's filled with oil now, so we can start the process. It'll start when this number reaches 0. There, the process has begun.
There's smoke.
The electrode gradually descends as it creates the hole. But the process isn't visible. What's actually happening inside? To find out, we visited the Lightning Technology Center. The equipment here can generate artificial lightning. They demonstrate with an aluminum sheet. When they apply the lightning,
Go ahead.
wow, scorched in an instant. Let's take another look with an ultra-high-speed camera. Molten metal flies away. And look at the smoke! At the moment of discharge, the temperature's an ultra-hot 7,000 degrees centigrade. The smoke is vaporized metal. That's the awesome power of lightning. 6 weeks before the contest. Hashikawa, the lightning master, begins his work. He uses a 0.7 millimeter lead for practice. Though a veteran operator, even he has never worked with a pencil lead before. He seeks the optimum operating conditions.
I've never done this before, so I won't know until I try it. I'll see what I can do.
He starts processing. The monitor shows processing speed, He gets constantly updated readings of how deeply he's gone.
It seems to have gone in well. Let's wait.
The EDM process itself is hidden from view. But Hashikawa uses his 5 senses to observe the oil and monitor progress.
There's an explosive sound. It sounds like pitchy to me. Yeah, pitchy.
Bubbles pour out of the lead. They're composed of a combination of oil and graphite. He can tell by the sound of the bubbles how the invisible process is going. Then...
it's going too fast. More than 3 millimeters per minute. I need to slow it down.
Hashikawa makes a minute adjustment to the electrode's speed. The greater the electrical energy used, the faster the processing speed. But that also increases the explosive power of the electrical charge. If the lead breaks, he loses everything. The contest has a 2-hour time limit, so he wants to process it as quickly as possible. But he doesn't want to break the lead. Hashikawa's never had to control speed with such care before. Can he do it? The lead's intact! He's gone 10 millimeters in 20 minutes. That should be fast enough to finish the job. His sensitivity carries the day. That's supreme skill!
Hashikawa-san,
Yes?
how are things going?
So far, so good.
He's processing at a speed of 1 millimeter per minute. That should be fast enough to finish the job in time.
Will it get more difficult at any point?
We're not there yet. After about 12 millimeters.
It changes then?
Yes.
In his experience, the 12 millimeter mark is a big barrier. Can he break through?
Back now to Saito-san and his lathe. He's turning the handle with his right hand to control the drill. That sound you hear is compressed air he's using to clear away the shavings.
What amazing work.
As the hole gets deeper, handle adjustment becomes more delicate. Saito concentrates on his right hand, depending on intuitive feel to move ahead.
He's drilling out 0.3 millimeters at a time, over and over again.
It's all about the feel through his right hand, huh?
So it seems.
Things are going well. But to reach this point, he had to overcome a serious obstacle. 6 weeks before the contest. Using a 0.7 millimeter lead, Saito begins practicing. He sets up the drill. Then he fixes the lead on the opposite side. But when it starts rotating,
It broke. So fragile.
the lead went off center and broke off. It wasn't as straight as it looked. Unless he can center it perfectly, centrifugal force will break the lead.
Man,
How can he center it?
just a minute.
Saito likes to solve problems using things close at hand. He gets a stick of white resin. He drills a tiny hole through it and inserts the lead. And Voila! The lead stays centered. He resumes practicing. The lead's centered. Now all he has to do is drill. But then,
It broke. It broke again. It got pulled apart. It's fixed in 3 places. This method won't work.
the lead broke at each of the 3 fixed points. There was no problem anchoring the lead at first. But as the lead got hollowed out, it couldn't bear the pressure. Saito again turns to something conveniently at hand to fix the problem. First, he drills a hole into an aluminum disc. But the lead rotates inside the hole. Once again, he starts looking for something. This time, it's clay. He puts clay inside the hole. Then, cotton. He packs it into the tiny gap. Now, the lead is secure. The flexible approach of a true craftsman. Supreme skill!
What a great idea.
Yes,
Clay and cotton.
yes. He stopped the lathe.
Saito-san,
Yes?
that clay and cotton,
Yes.
how did you come up with that idea?
Actually, it was a dream.
What?
A dream?
I often get ideas from my dreams. That's how I thought of packing something into the hole.
Through a dream?
Like a divine message.
As a performer, I get ideas from dreams too.
Oh?
But usually they're boring. Not things I can use, unlike the great idea you had.
Well, in the end, I think this was the best way to go.
So how deep have you gone?
About 15 millimeters.
Up to 15.
Saito has easily reached the 15mm mark, far beyond the predicted 10 millimeters.
He's inserting his third drill. Saito-san's hand seems to be shaking a little. It must be hard to concentrate for so long.
I'm sure. 2 hours might be the limit. Wow, look at him go.
As far as we can see from here, there appears to be no problem with the lead.
Huh? Saito looks tense.
It's hard.
What's wrong? He stopped. He seems to be bothered by something.
What's wrong, Saito-san?
Well, actually, I'm feeling resistance in the lead.
What does that mean?
Well, there's a hardness there. I can feel it.
Oh,
This is a lead as seen through an electron microscope. Its density varies. Could Saito really feel this? He must be even more careful in the harder places.
he's being extremely careful, of course.
The lead's so small, there can't be much resistance. It's amazing he can feel it at all. He really has the touch of a true artisan.
He does a little at a time, checking it all the way. That was a big sigh.
We're 20 minutes into the contest. Hashikawa and his EDM lightning process seem to be doing well. Well,
After 21 minutes, I'm slightly less than 11.5 millimeters in.
Hashikawa has also exceeded the 10-millimeter prediction. He stops the EDM machine for a moment and replaces the old electrode with a new one. Actually, the electrode also gets worn away during the EDM process. Look at the electrode that was used in the lightning experiment. It's deformed. It won't function properly in this condition. After long years of experience, Hashikawa knows exactly when to replace the electrode. In this way, he achieves a steady penetration speed of 1 millimeter per minute. 12 minutes later...
Hashikawa-san, I see bubbles coming up to the surface of the liquid. What are those?
Mysterious bubbles are appearing, not from the lead, but from the holder. And then...
Just now, it looks like I'm losing speed.
The speed has changed?
It suddenly dropped by about 1/10. We're in the danger zone.
The danger zone? We're in bubble trouble! Next time! Unexpected problems with the drill!
I've got to stop.
Stop?
It's risky to keep going.
What? The ultimate EDM weapon! But what's that mysterious light? Is there light at the end of the lead? Tune in next time to see a miracle!